One of my favorite comic books of all time has basically turned 10 years old this month, and it is Eric Powell's The Goon. Now, The Goon is great because it's a crime comic and it's a horror comic all in one with a big splash of humor. It was started by Eric Powell and his friend who goes by the name Dwight D. Albatross. Basically as an online comic and as a small press comic. You can find it in this collected novel, Rough Stuff, right here, put out by Dark Horse Comics. Now, they did get signed to Dark Horse, and they continued on their merry way doing such great things. I mean, the artwork was a little cartoony, but it fit for the humor. And this is really great. I mean, look at this. This is a, old-timey robot fighting a giant monkey. I mean, that was the kind of fun that they would have with these things, but at the same time they held a great tale that incorporated horror and folklore. And, of course, keeping with their own humor, they had lots of other fun things that they would do with advertisements. They would take pictures and maybe they'd make fun of different comic books of the time, that sort of thing. They had this one, the Atomic Rage, who seems to always curse at communists and blow them away with his atomic head. And he's not unwilling to basically change up the style when the story would dictate it. This is the story of the Buzzard, who started out in the Old West as a sheriff. And he basically changed everything up into this black and white style to basically give it more impact. Now, the Goon basically has great covers. He always painted his covers. This was the Christmas issue, and you can see how the style, of course, changes, and, homages to old movie covers. And of course, you see this, the Will Eisner Award 2005, Best Ongoing Series and Best Humor Publication. It deserves it. It's one of those things that really does. I mean, once again, the covers are very glorified. And after a while, he went a little more dramatic, and that was a good thing. It still kept a little bit of that humor, but at the same time, the covers, which were not only so great, went into the inside. He started doing painting work on the inside, keeping that rich flow from before. This all basically comes to a stand in the Goon Chinatown. It says directly on the first page, "This isn't funny." And it's not. It's basically the Goon's origins as a mobster, and it fluctuates between a horrific tale he has to deal with today and his own inadequacies at love, and of course, the time the dame ruined him, done in black and white and sometimes in this great style to show the horrific things he had to go through. In short, get the Goon. It's the best.